welcome back to my nail channel. In this video, I'm going to be unboxing and testing out the build your own dip powder kit from DoubleDipNails. If you're not already, don't forget to hit subscribe because I do post weekly nail videos. If you're already subscribed, thank you so much for coming back to my content. After opening up the box, I'm going to remove some of the crinkle paper, and this is what it's going to look like. You do get a holographic carrying bag to store the contents of your dip powder kit. These are really good for travel and to keep everything organized. Inside the holographic bag, you are going to find some items that were included in your dip powder kit. The first thing I'm showing you are the removal clips. So these are 10 different nail clips to remove your dip powder nails with. I got some purple ones. The next thing you get is the fluffy nail brush to dust away all of the excess dip powder. You also get a professional cuticle pusher to push back your cuticles and remove all of the dead skin from your nails. I really love these cuticle pushers, they're really nice quality. The next thing you get is a mini buffing block and a small hand file to file and buff your nails with. I did actually get this kit with the Black Friday deal, but you can purchase this separately now that Black Friday is over. This is the mini nail drill, so this is a really small e-file that you can file the surface of your nails with. This is a USB plug-in cable, and it also comes with some drill bits to file and shape your nails with. And the last thing in the box is the actual dip powder kit. I'm going to go ahead and unbox this so you can see all of the items that are included in this build your own dip powder kit. I really do love how this dip powder kit is packaged. Everything is laid out and organized very nicely. I'm going to go ahead and start showing you all of the products. The first thing I'm showing you is the French tip dip powder tray. These are really good if you want to do French tip nails. This does have their logo on the side, and you have this little lid, and once you open that, you have the actual tray. This is where you pour the dip powder to do your French tip nails. This is also a really nice quality French tip tray. The next thing I'm showing you is the cuticle oil, which is number 6. This smells like lavender, it smells really good, and it's very hydrating for your skin. You're also going to get your dip powder liquids. These are essential liquids to apply your dip powder with. You get the dip base, which is number 2, the activator, which is number 3, the dip top coat, which is number 4, and the brush cleaner, which is number 5. Again, these are essential dip powder liquids to do your manicure with. This is a build your own dip powder kit. You get to choose from 1, 4, or 6 different colors of dip powder. I chose the 6 different color one. The first one that I picked is 653. This is a really beautiful pastel green color. The next color that I chose is number 064. This is a really dark shimmery green dip powder color. The next color that I chose is number 611. This is a really beautiful baby blue shade of dip powder. The next color that I chose I've been looking at for a while now. This is 565, and it's a really beautiful pastel purple. The next dip powder color that I got is black. And last but not least, I got 579, and this is a really beautiful gray. These jars are really nice quality. They are half-ounce jars, so you do get a lot of dip powder. They do come sealed to prevent the dip powder from leaking out during shipping. Here's what the first one looks like. Let's go ahead and swatch out all of the dip powder colors. I'm going to be using the dip base, which is number 2. I will also be using the stiletto nail swatches to swatch out all of the dip powder colors. I am going to be swatching on the inside to prevent having to file and shape the nail after the dip powder application. I'm going to start by applying the dip base to the underside of the nail swatch, making sure to cover every single area of the nail swatch to make sure that I get a good even coverage of dip powder. I'm then going to take the cuticle pusher and pour the dip powder into the wet base. Wherever you place the base is where the dip powder is going to stick. Once I fully covered the nail, I am going to tap away all of the excess dip powder. And here's the first layer of dip powder. I'm going to go ahead and repeat the same step to swatch out all of the other dip powder colors. I do also want to mention that DoubleDipNails is currently having a Toys for Tots campaign, so a portion of all of their sales are going to go towards this charity. Toys for Tots provides toys and other gifts to children that are less fortunate. If you have been interested to purchase something from DoubleDipNails, now is the perfect time. This campaign is going to run until the 31st of this month. You can also use my discount code KCNails20 to save a little bit of money on your purchase. I did do a second layer of dip powder on all of the colors. After doing the second layer, here's what the swatches look like. These colors are so beautiful and they go very nicely together, so I can't wait to use all of these dip powder colors. Let's take a closer look at the mini e-files. So you get the actual hand drill itself, you get the cable, and you also get some drill bits. I'm going to go ahead and organize this just a little bit, so give me 1 second. Here are the drill bits that this e-file comes with. This one right here is the most important one. This is called a mandrel drill bit. You will use this with the arbor bands here on the top. You get fine and coarse grit arbor bands. These just slide right over top of the mandrel drill bit and you're able to file your natural nails. You can actually remove some product with the coarse arbor bands, but these are really good to use on your natural nail for nail prep. To place the drill bit, you're just going to push it directly into the tip of the handpiece. This is a little bit different for me because typically you twist the handpiece to allow the drill bit to go into place, but this one you just push it down into the tip. After removing the twist tie, I'm just going to plug the adapter into the bottom of the handpiece. This is a USB cable, so you can plug this into your laptop, but I'm going to use a wall adapter to plug it into the wall. To turn on the e-file, you do have to use the little thing in the center. You have a switch that turns it on and off. One side of this is going to put it into the forward rotation and the other side is the reverse rotation. You can also control the speed of the e-file, which I think is really nice. This is a really good starter e-file and it's also really good for travel. You can purchase this separately on the Double Dip website. I have already prepped my nails how I want. If you want your nails to last, make sure to file over the surface of your nail tips to allow the dip powder to adhere better. I'm going to be using the color 653 and 064. To apply the dip powder, I am going to be using the dip base, which is number 2. Here are the dip powder colors I'm going to be using. They're so pretty and I think they go very nicely together. To apply the dip powder, I'm going to take the dip base and I'm going to be applying a thin layer of this product onto the entire nail. I am staying a hairline away from the cuticle and sidewall areas to prevent getting the product on the skin. I'm then going to dip the nail immediately into the dark green dip powder. Tap away the excess and that's the first layer of dip powder. I am going to be alternating the dip powder colors for each and every nail. Some people do like to build an apex or do the 3/4 dip powder method application. I do think this is a personal opinion. Whenever I'm doing shorter nails, I do like to just do a full layer of dip powder over the entire nail. I do think that these two dip powder colors go very nicely together. I wanted to do something winter and holiday themed without doing traditional red and green nails. You can actually substitute these dip powder colors for any colors of your choice. If you want the cuticle area of your dip powder nails to be as perfect as you can get them, immediately after tapping away the excess dip powder, you can take something pointy like the edge of an orange wood stick and run it around the cuticle and sidewall areas. This will just clean up that area and make everything as perfect as you can get it. I am going to continue my dip powder application by doing a layer of dip powder on the index and thumbnail. After the layers of dip powder are fully dry, you're going to take the fluffy nail brush and dust away all of the excess dip powder from all of the nails. This step is really important to prevent contaminating your dip base brush. I'm then going to repeat the exact same step to do a second layer of dip powder color on all of the nails. Doing multiple layers of dip powder is going to build up the opacity of the dip powder color that you're using. It's also going to give your nail a lot of strength and prevent your nails from breaking. I'm going to add a second layer of dip powder color on all of the other nails. I know I just mentioned the fact that DoubleDipNails is doing the Toys for Tots campaign. I also want to tell you guys that they're doing a really huge sale on their professional portable e-file. They are having 50% off of this product. Guys, you know I love this e-file. I use it all the time. It's one of my favorite e-files that I've ever tried before. It's definitely worth every single penny, and now I have a 50% off discount code for you guys. This code is KC50. Again, that will save you 50% off of this e-file. This code will expire on the 31st of December, so make sure if you're interested to go and check that out before they sell out. I will also link it down below, and this link will automatically apply the code at checkout. After the second layer is dry, I'm going to take the fluffy nail brush and dust away all of the excess dip powder from all of the nails. I am going to be doing a third layer of dip powder color on all of the nails. Some people do like to use clear dip powder to encapsulate the dip powder color, or you can just stick with 2 layers of dip powder. This is completely up to you. After the third layer of dip powder is dry, I'm going to dust away all of the excess dip powder again. The next step is to take the activator, which is number 3, and apply this very generously to all of your nails. Activator allows the dip powder layers to fully harden and be ready to be shaped and filed, so this is a really important step when doing dip powder nails. The next step is to take a hand file and reshape the edges of all of your nails. These were pre-shaped full cover nail tips, but dip powder application can alter your nail shape, so it is important to go over your nail shape after the dip powder application. This part is optional, but I'm going to take the hand file and go ahead and file around the cuticle and sidewall areas of the nail to make sure that everything is very smooth. The next step is to take the mini buffing block and buff over the surface of all of the nails. You do want to do this step very well to prevent having any lumps and ridges in your manicure. Here's what the nails look like after they've all been filed and shaped. I'm then going to take the Bella Vita No Wipe Gel Top Coat, and I'm going to be applying this onto all of the nails. I am going to be doing some nail art, but personally I like to do nail art over a very smooth surface, so I am going to be applying this gel top coat onto all of the nails. As some of you may know, I absolutely love this gel top coat. It has a really nice consistency and it gives the nails a very beautiful shine. After the gel top coat has been applied, I am going to cure under a UV LED nail lamp for 1 minute. I'm then going to take this nail art palette to mix some gel polishes on. I'm going to take some black gel, also using a small nail art brush and some green gel paint. I'm going to mix these colors together to get a really dark green color. I am trying to match the color of dip powder that I have on some of the nails. I'm going to go ahead and mix that very well. After I have it very well mixed, I'm going to test it out. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but this color perfectly matches the dip powder color. I'm going to take the same nail art brush that I used to mix up the gel and the green gel polish, and I'm going to be drawing some lines on the index nail. I'm going to start on the side of the nail and draw a vertical line going all the way down to the free edge of the nail. I do want to make this as straight as I can possibly get the line. Because the consistency of the green gel polish that I used, it does make for a very weird consistency for nail art, but I do end up making it work. This is going to be a plaid nail art design. After I have that line how I want, I'm going to draw another line on the opposite side of the nail. This is also a vertical line that goes all the way down to the free edge. This line is a little bit different than the first one because this one is going to be a lot thinner than the first line that I created. With this type of plaid nail art, it does really help out to have different thicknesses of lines. After I have my vertical lines, I'm then going to go towards the tip of the nail and I'm going to be drawing a horizontal line going across the entire nail. I am trying to make this line as straight as I can possibly get. The thickness of this line is very similar to the first line that I did. Once I have those lines like I want, I am going to cure for 1 minute. After that layer is cured, I'm going to take the white gel art liner from the gel liner collection and I'm going to make sure that I don't have too much of the polish on the brush. I'm going to go on the inside of the thinner line that I've already created. I'm going to stay a very small distance away from that line and I'm going to draw a very thin white line going all the way down to the free edge of the nail. When you want to do very thin lines with these gel liners, you want to make sure not to have too much polish on the brush. I'm then going towards the cuticle area of the nail and I'm going to draw a horizontal line going across the entire nail. I am trying to keep this very parallel with the other horizontal line that I did at the free edge of the nail. This line is also the same thickness as the previous white line. After doing the white lines, I am going to cure for 1 minute. After that layer is cured, I'm then going to take the black gel art liner from the same gel liner collection. I'm also going to wipe away all of the excess polish from the brush. I'm going to go on the outer side of the thick line that I've already created with the green gel, and I'm going to draw another very thin line following that line all the way down to the free edge. This is the same thickness as the white line that I've already created. I'm then going to leave a little space and draw another thin line horizontally right underneath the white line. I am also trying to keep this parallel with the white line. And once I have that line, I'm going to cure, and that's the plaid nail. I'm then going back with the white gel art liner because I'm going to be doing a snowflake. Again, I'm wiping away a lot of the excess polish from the brush. I'm going to be doing the ring fingernail. Starting at the cuticle area, I'm going to be drawing a thin line going across the nail diagonally. I'm then going to the same point that I started at, and I'm going to draw a line going up, and from the same point, I'm going to draw a line going across the nail. I'm then going to be drawing some V shapes at the edges of those lines. I'm then going towards the center of the snowflake, and I'm going to be drawing V shapes going in the opposite directions of the V's that I've just did. These V shapes are going to be connecting the longer lines. I am going to do those same V shapes between all of the long lines. I did decide to do another set of V's at the edges of those long lines. This just completed the snowflake design. I'm then moving down towards the free edge of the nail, and I'm going to be drawing a smaller snowflake. I started by drawing a vertical line going towards the free edge of the nail. I'm then going to add some very small V shapes at the edges of that line. I'm then going to draw a horizontal line going across the first line that I've created. I'm also going to be adding some V shapes to the ends of that line as well. To complete that snowflake, I'm going to draw some lines in between the ones that I've already created. I'm then going to add a small dot of the white gel polish onto the nail palette, and I'm going to use the small side of a dotting tool to add small white dots around the nail. This is going to imitate small snowflakes. I'm then going to cure that layer under the UV LED nail lamp for 1 minute. Going back to the white gel art liner for the ring fingernail, I'm going to be drawing some icicles coming from the cuticle area of the nail. This is kind of similar to doing the blood drips on the nail for Halloween nail designs, except we're not going to be rounding out the edges of the icicles. For this, you also want to do a lot more of them closer together. This is going to give the effect that these are icicles. Once I have the icicles, I'm going back with my dotting tool, and I'm going to be adding small dots over the entire nail. I'm then going to take the dip powder color 8x5, which is vanilla cream. This is a white glitter dip powder. I'm going to pour this dip powder over top of the wet gel. After the gel has been completely covered, I'm going to cure for 1 minute. After the nail's cured, I'm going to take a stiff manicure brush and dust away all of the excess dip powder. And that's the finished nail. I'm then going to take some of the no wipe gel top coat and apply a little bit of this onto the nail palette. I'm then going to take the same nail art brush, and I'm going to take the no wipe gel top coat and start doing the sweater nail design onto the pinky. For this sweater nail design, I'm taking the no wipe gel top coat, and I'm drawing some small diagonal lines going down towards the center of the nail. I'm going to repeat the same step on the other side as well. This is going to create kind of like V-shapes that are not connected in the center. I'm going to do that going down the entire nail. I'm then going to draw a curvy line beside the pattern that I just created. I'm also going to be adding some dots on the right side of that line. I'm going to repeat the exact same thing on the other side of the nail. I'm then going back with the dark green dip powder color and I'm going to pour this over top of the wet gel using the cuticle pusher. I'm then going to cure under the nail lamp. After the nail is cured, I'm going back with the manicure brush and I'm going to dust away all of the excess dip powder. And that's how the nail looks. This is absolutely beautiful. I'm going to repeat the exact same nail design onto the thumbnail as well. The last step is to apply a layer of the No White Gel top coat onto the middle and index nail. Of course, after the top coat has been applied, I am going to cure under the nail lamp for 1 minute. After the nails are cured, I'm going to take the cuticle oil, which is number 6, and I'm going to apply this to all of the cuticles. It is important to rehydrate your skin after every single manicure. I hope you guys love this video. I absolutely love this nail design. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. Give this video a big thumbs up. If you're not already, don't forget to hit subscribe and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!